weakened from the except by the majority of the country. Even though there are, of course, some other classes, okay, some other political rebels that would like to take power. Okay, those people will not be happy about it. But in the overall maintenance of Russian existence, Russian sovereignty, and Russian independence, okay, wherever they have a place in the world, I think the what is called rigging will not be rigging because you will have won despite what they say is rigging. That is the significance. You will still have won even without the spate of malfeasance that has been seen in one or two places within the country.
Yeah, I think I understand your points in this matter, but what is going to be the effect, of this extension on international politics, given the co-dual balancing status of Russia in the world?
Yeah, there is going to be some more stress coming our way, especially the NATO and the United States are not going to be happy. On the other hand, they have the major problem will be the looming conflict, economic war, first of all, we think, between Russia and between US and China. And they think that Russia will be on the side of China. And they do not also want a strong Russia because Russia has a very strong military and it has invested very well in its own military. And so they would like to see that Russia is weakened. But on the other hand, he is going to take a strong stance in the Middle East, like what you have seen in Syria and then in Afghanistan and other countries. He will maintain a strong position, so much so that certain countries will be very happy to align with him in future, even though they will not be willing to take the risk as of now. But 10 years is a long time. From here to 2026 is a long time, so much so that 36 is a long time. So much so that they will start thinking as Russia is an option. Right now, most African countries are only looking at China as an option, as a counterweight. But Russia will now become the counterweight between China and United States, and also it will try to rally some countries like the BRIC countries so that they will be supporting they will have an independence position of their own, not necessarily existing under the orbit of NATO.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Professor Mohammed, for that insight, on issues concerning Russia and President Putin. Thank you for being on the news with us tonight.
Thank you very much.
And moving on now, Turkish Airlines conveying 238 Nigerian evacuees and an infant from Cyprus has departed for Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. In a tweet, Minister of Foreign Affairs Jeffrey Onyama said Air Peace, also conveying 86 Nigerians, is airborne from Ankara, Turkey to Lagos and Abuja. He said the estimated time of arrival is 9 p.m. All evacuees will then self-isolate for the mandatory 14 days. And in the meantime, Croatians held an election on Sunday at a time of rising coronavirus infection and a sharp economic downturn from the pandemic, with the outcome likely to lead the political negotiations to form a new government. Polling stations opened at 0500 GMT hours and will close at 1700 GMT hours when the exit polls will be released. The first preliminary official results are expected around later. Croatia has reported 3,000 COVID-19 cases and around 100 deaths recorded so far. The infections have accelerated in the past 2 weeks, with the daily number of new cases currently peaking at around 80. We'll now take you to our sports desk to get an update from the sporting world. Stay with us.
Despite being grouped alongside Nigeria in the 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, Coach of Central African Republic, Francois Zahoui, has tipped the Super Eagles of Nigeria as one of the teams to qualify for the Qatar Fiesta. Zahoui, who led Côte d'Ivoire to the final of the 2012 Africa Cup of Nations, said Nigeria are clear favorites, having participated in several World Cups and have the required experience. Nigeria will play alongside Central African Republic, Liberia and Cape Verde in the qualifiers. Still on football, Napoli manager Gennaro Gattuso says Nigerian forward Victor Osimhen is still a Lille player. The former AC Milan defensive midfielder Gattuso distanced himself from speculations about the 21-year-old Nigerian being linked to a move to the São Paulo. In the meantime, as Nigerian football followers await the restarting of football activities across the federation, Emeka Inyama is canvassing for registered football academies that will help nurture the dreams of talented young players in the country. He said this will help in reducing age cheats among age-grade teams.
The problem of Nigerian football is that there is no foundation. That's why a young man at 25 wants to start playing football. Whereas when we create this opportunity, this becomes a marketplace of soccer talented players that can be a pool for clubs, a pool for those that are looking for natural players whose ages are not questionable.
In basketball, the National Basketball Association, NBA, has announced its schedule of scrimmages in Orlando that will give teams a chance to prepare before the 2019-2020 season restarts. The NBA season is set to resume on July 30, having been suspended for 3 months due to COVID-19 pandemic. Tamara Ebiwe, NTA News.
Many thanks, Tamara, for that package, and that sports update brings us to an end of the news tonight. Many thanks for being with us. I'm Chimobi Walter Naji.
Know what to